Welcome to the MBS Engineering channel. Today, we are looking at the filter bags and cages pre-installation care and guidelines. And also understand the during and after the bag and cage installation care guidelines. What care should be taken before and during the bag and cage installation in the baghouse, fabric filter, or bag filter equipment? We will discuss this in the detailed description given below. The first topic is filter bags and cage pre-installation guidelines and care. The second topic is filter bags and cages, during and post-installation care and guidelines. We learn the filter bags and cage pre-installation guidelines and cares. Care should be taken during the bag and cage installation. To prevent the bags from being damaged during installation and before the filter starts up. It is important to note the following points. The first, guidelines and care for pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. It is recommended that the weather enclosure, canopy shed on the roof of the baghouse, if applicable, be erected on the filter before the installation of bags begins. Weather enclosures are mandatory for the processed bag filter. Please refer to the bag filter or baghouse with weather enclosures for better understanding. The second, guideline and cares for pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. The ID fan trail is to be taken before starting the filter bags for flushing foreign materials. Baghouse complete flushing is to be done. It can be achieved by running the ID fan and flushing the baghouse with inlet-outlet ducts. Please refer to the bag filter or baghouse with ID fan for better understanding. The third, guideline and cares for pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. Before starting the bag and cage installation, all the air header tanks, compressed air line, and pulse solenoid valves with purge tubes or blow tubes trial run and flushing to be taken. It prevents foreign materials from the pipe lines and going inside the filter bags. Please refer to the bag filter or baghouse with a pulse cleaning system and a compressed air line for better understanding. The fourth, guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. It is recommended that the bag installation be started as close to the filter startup as possible. It means bag and cage installation is to be started closer to the commissioning of the equipment. To prevent the filter bags from absorbing the moisture. Please refer to the site snaps. The baghouse and its connected equipment are almost in perfect condition, so we can start the bag and cage installation work. The fifth, guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. It is recommended that all welding, cutting, and grinding inside the filter compartments be finished before bags are installed. In the baghouse, each compartment inside the welding and grinding works in the entire baghouse hot works must be completed before starting the bag and cage installation works. Please refer to the site snaps. The baghouse hot works like grinding and welding are in progress, and after that, once the smoke leak test is completed, we can start the bag and cage installation works. The sixth, guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. It is recommended that the installation of bags must be carried out in dry conditions. The bags must not be allowed to become wet, and they must be completely dry inside the filter compartments. The seventh guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. It is recommended that after the bags are installed, it must be ensured that the bags will never be able to absorb moisture. Try to avoid the bag and cage installation during the heavy rain. If weather enclosure is available, bags and cages are to be installed with precautions. Please refer to the site snaps. Tube sheet surface as having water ingress due to heavy rain. Try to avoid the bag and cage installation during the heavy rain. If a weather enclosure is available, bags and cages are to be installed with precautions. The eighth guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. Ensure that no sharp edges or obstructions exist in the top box assemblies or inside the casing compartments, which could cause damage to the bags or cages. Next, please refer to the site snaps. The tube sheet hole edge was found to be in damaged condition. It should be rectified before starting the bag installation. Next, please refer to the site snaps. Bags were installed without the completion of internal finishing works like temporary support cutting, dismantling, and grinding works. Those installed bags' life are shorter than their actual life. The ninth guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. The packing cases in which the bags and cages are contained will be lifted to the top of the filter by crane. Use the temporarily sighted top lids as a base for the packing cases. Please refer to the picture of incorrect material stacking, which causes the cages to bend, damage. Bag damage can occur. The 10th guideline cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cages. The holes in the tube sheet have been laser cut. However, the overall quality of the hole is important. The hole should have keen edges but without burrs. Next, please refer to the site snaps. The tube sheet hole edge was found to be in damaged condition. It should be rectified before starting the bag installation. The 11th guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cage. When the top casing with the tube sheet arrives at the site, the holes will have a thin layer of transport primer. To obtain the correct hole diameter, this layer must be removed, using a non-steel material removing method. Please refer to the site snaps. Tube sheet hole paint has been removed by the non-steel material removal method. The 12th guideline and cares for the pre-installation of the filter bags and cage. Remove the blowpipes or purge pipes inside the clean air plenum. Proper cleaning of the tube sheet is to be ensured. Especially welding burrs, unwanted foreign materials must be removed from baghouse top floor areas. Please refer to the tube sheet picture for better understanding. The first guidelines and cares for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Use sleeves for fixing bags to avoid direct contact of the bag with metal surfaces. Insert the supplied short sleeve into the tube sheet hole, such that the fabric hangs down into the dirty gas chamber supported on the tube sheet by the oversized wire ring. This is to protect the filter bag from accidental damage upon installation. The sleeve is only used for membrane filter bags. Please refer to the picture. The short sleeve is used for membrane bag installation works. The second guideline cares for the installation of the filter bags and cage. To give a reference point, each bag stitching vertical seam is to be kept opposite the dirty gas entry. Please refer to the installed bags, their vertical seam, stitch fitted opposite the gas flow direction. The third guideline and cares for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Do not stand over the filter bags and cages. There is a chance of bag damage to the snap band area. Please refer to the picture. The bag's top cuff area is damaged due to mishandling or standing over installed filter bags. Next, the fourth guideline and cares for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Care should be taken when removing the bags and cages from their packing cases and when fitting them to the tube sheet, as the filtration surface is easily damaged. Bags never touched metal surfaces. Please refer to the picture. Bags are touched with metal surfaces. It has a chance of membrane damage. Next, the fifth guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. The bag's snap band or snap ring is properly fitted with a tube sheet surface. It should fit securely all around with no wrinkles in the snap band. Please refer to the picture for the poor installation of the filter bags. Next, the sixth guideline and cares for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Take precautions to avoid damage to the cage, and especially the venturi, during installation. It has a chance to remove it during the installation. Please refer to the after bag and cage installation pictures. It was observed that venturi parts are missing in one of the cages, which needs to be replaced. Next, the seventh guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. The cages will be delivered to the site in one piece, a single cage, or in two pieces, a split cage. The cage should have no sharp edges that may cause damage to the bag. Damaged cages should not be installed. Please refer to the site snaps of damaged cages, where a sharp edge was observed over the cage surface. Please refer to the site snaps of damaged cages. Their wire was found in damaged condition. Next, the eighth guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. The split cage arrangement uses a joint that gives a positively locked joint to the two cage sections. If the split cage joint is not locked properly, split cage bottom part fell inside of the filter bags and caused the bags damage. Next, the ninth guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. The cage's unwanted impurity dust was not cleaned before being inserted into the bags. It must be cleaned properly before being installed in the filter bags. Please refer to the cage picture. Unwanted materials over the cage surface must be removed before starting the cage installation. Next, the 10th guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Care should be taken not to allow the cage bag to come into contact with the casing sides or any other internal steelwork. Bag alignment must be required. At the bottom of the bags, the edge to casing edge minimum distance must be maintained. At the bottom, bag to bag never bumps each other, and minimum distance is maintained. Please refer to the below pictures. Bags and cages were in contact with casing, steel works, and pipe supports. It should be rectified before starting the system. Next, the 11th guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. Each bag with cage straightness is to be checked. If there is any abnormality, it should be rectified. The bag and cage never touched metal surfaces. Please refer to the below pictures. Bags and cages were in contact with casing, steel works, and pipe supports. It should be rectified before starting the system. Bag alignment is mandatory, and a minimum gap is maintained from the bag edge to the steel work, casing, and steel works. Next is the 12th guideline, care for the installation of the filter bags and cage. The bottom of each bag and cage is to be checked. If any unwanted materials fall inside the bags, which are removed carefully. Please refer to the below pictures. Some unwanted materials were observed inside the filter bags, which were removed carefully. Next, the 13 guidelines, care for the installation of the filter
bags and cage. To protect the bags and cages from accidental damage, each finished compartment should be fitted with its own inspection access doors. Please refer to the top box or top casing picture. Its access door is closed once the bags and cages installation is complete. I hope everyone learns about the pre-installation care and guidelines of the bags and cages. During and after installation, care and guidelines for the bags, cages are followed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more videos.